We're starting this broadcast from West Asia. Amid a truce in effect between Israel and Hezbollah, Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon killed at least 11 people in a day. This is according to Lebanon's health ministry. Now, these were the deadliest raids since the ceasefire took effect last Wednesday. Both sides have accused the other of repeated violations. The Lebanese ministry has said an Israeli drone strike on the town of Sheba killed at least one person. Earlier, while Hezbollah claimed its first attack on an Israeli position since the truce took effect, the Israeli military said it had struck Hezbollah quote-unquote terrorists, dozens of launchers and their infrastructure throughout Lebanon. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has warned that if they return to war, they will act with greater force and that there will be no immunity for the state of Lebanon. During a tour of Israel's northern border, Katz said that until now, Israel has made a distinction between Lebanon as well as Hezbollah, but that will no longer be the case. As the crossfire continued amid the truce, Lebanon's army command began a recruitment with Prime Minister Najib Mikati saying that the military is expanding in order to deploy more soldiers in the country's south. The move is aimed at implementing the ceasefire and ensuring that Israel withdraws its troops from the Lebanese territory. In neighboring Gaza, the United States has expressed outrage over Israeli airstrikes killing aid workers. Earlier on Saturday, 2 aid workers were killed in Israeli airstrikes in Khan Yunis, including a Save the Children staffer. The US has urged Israel to investigate the allegations. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron has announced that along with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, he will co-chair a conference on the establishment of a Palestinian state in June of 2025. Macron added that in the coming months, the two nations will multiply and combine diplomatic initiatives to bring everyone along this path. Now, correspondent Jody Cohen has a report on this, latest coming in between the Hezbollah and Israel conflict.
So the ceasefire really for the past week has looked shaky but is still holding. Netanyahu said that Israel's committed to a ceasefire but won't tolerate Hezbollah violations and that minor violations will be treated as major ones. Now, the IDF said that they carried out an airstrike near Damascus in Syria that killed Hezbollah's liaison with the Syrian army, and they called it a blow to Hezbollah's entrenchment in Syria and the terror group's ability to rearm. Now, Israel has also been clearing Hezbollah tunnels on Israel's border in a bid to prevent future attacks once Israel withdraws. Now, while Israeli residents on the border are not yet able to return, some Israeli schools, national parks and nature reserves have reopened in parts of northern Israel, and that's after being closed for 14 months of war. So it appears to be a sign that Israel does expect the ceasefire to hold.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.